Are these my grandchildren? The alien queen whispered, gazing at her daughter, now beside a human mate and 2 children. Queen Soreth Val slammed her scepter on the dais. Guards, seal the arrival hall. No one enters or leaves until I say. The armored Valerie snapped to attention. Their crystal-tipped spears clanged against the marble floor. Heavy doors groaned shut, locking with a resonant thud. Sorith's frills flared along her neck, a warning to the court assembled behind her throne. Chancellor Heath stood closest, his eyes narrow slits of calculation. Highness, Heath murmured, voice smooth as oiled scales. This human incursion demands more than isolation. Soreth cut him off, her gaze fixed on the sealed archway. Protocols demanded control. Her daughter, Princess Lyra, had ignored every summons. Now she returned unannounced, with whispers of a human mate. Hybrids. The court buzzed like disturbed hive flies. Footsteps echoed from beyond the doors. Lyra's voice rang out. Firm. Open for your queen's heir. Sareth nodded once. Guards hauled the doors apart. Princess Lyra strode in, frills high and proud. She gripped a human male's hand. Ellie Mercer, the reports named him. Tall, broad-shouldered, skin unmarked by Valari scales. No weapons, just calm eyes scanning the hall like he inventoried threats. 2 children trailed them. The older one, a girl of 7 cycles, clutched Lyra's robe. Her skin shimmered half-scaled, half-smooth, royal crest faint on her brow. Kessa, the spies called her. The younger, Rook, toddled on Eli's hip. Tiny frills twitched. Human curls framed his face. They looked partly Valhallari, partly other. Sorith's claws tightened on her throne. Her bloodline, diluted, exposed. Lyra halted 10 paces from the dais. She bowed low, frills folding in respect. Eli mirrored her exactly. Depth, angle, hold, no hesitation. The children watched. Rise, Sorith said. Her voice echoed off vaulted ceilings. Explain this display. Lyra straightened. Mother, I present my mate, Eli Mercer, and our children, Kessa and Rook. We seek integration into the palace. As family. Integration? This human bypassed protocols. He endangers the bloodline. The outer clans already murmur of weakness. Eli stepped forward. Rook squirmed in his arms, reaching for a dangling spearhead. Eli shifted the toddler higher, one hand steady on his back. Chancellor, with respect, we followed the outer gate scans. No threats carried. His voice carried no accent. Flawless Valari, learned off-world. Sorith's frills twitched. Humans adapted fast. Too fast? Silence, outsider. Heath's tail lashed. You kneel before the queen. Eli knelt without pause. He extended a slim data slate, etched with Valari script. Rook burbled, grabbing at the edge. Ellie murmured low, easy little man, and Rook settled, frills relaxing. Sorith signaled a guard. The slate passed up the line. She activated it. Words glowed. Family Charter of House Val Mercer. Eli pledges loyalty to Valari Crown. Service in defense, logistics, child-rearing. Children raised in dual customs. Valari protocols first. No off-world calls without Queen's seal. Mutual protection. Human ingenuity aids Valari's strength. Signatures scrolled. Lyra's flourish. Eli's block script. Even Kessa's wobbly mark. Sareth's gaze lifted. You presume much, daughter. This charter binds my house? Lyra met her eyes. It binds ours. Eli solved the Eastern Hive collapse last cycle, braced it with human alloys before our engineers arrived. He protects. Heath leaned in. A trick. Humans conquer through subtlety. The clans will revolt if hybrids claim the throne. Kessa tugged Lyra's robe. The girl stepped forward, eyes wide on Sorith. No fear. She raised her small hand, fingers splayed just so. Perfect Valari salute. Frills mimicked the queen's rigid pose. Sorith froze. From memory? Instinct? Grandmother. Kessa said, voice piping clear. Like you. Eli's lips quirked, but he stayed knelt. Rook clapped tiny hands, mimicking the pose sloppily. The court murmured. Heath's scales paled. Sorith rose. She descended the dais steps. Guards tensed, spears ready. She ignored them, stopping before Kessa. The girl held the salute, unblinking. You learn fast, Sorith said. She returned the salute, precise. Kessa dropped hers and beamed. Eli spoke softly. She watches hollows of court sessions. Asks questions. Copies what works. Rook wriggled free, dropping to the floor. He toddled straight to Sorith's feet, tripped on a seam. Before guards moved, Eli lunged, scooped him up smooth as water flow. Rook giggled, grabbing Sorith's frill, a soft tug. Exploratory, no malice. Sorith's claw hovered, then lowered. She let him hold it. Warmth spread, human soft skin against her scales. Lyra knelt beside them. They bridge us, mother, not divide. Heath barked. Highness, protocol forbids. Stand down. Sorith's voice cracked like thunder. Rook cooed, frills fluttering happy. She took him from Eli, awkward at first. The toddler nestled in, thumb in mouth. Solid weight, her blood. Eli rose slowly. Your Majesty, I don't seek power, just a home where they thrive. Let me prove it. Sorith weighed him, calm under scrutiny. No bluster. Humans fixed problems, hives, families, like puzzles. A guard coughed. Intruder alert, sealed wing. Human tech jammed the eastern sensor. Preth pounced. See, sabotage? Eli frowned, pulled a wrist comb. That's my relay, hive collapse left over. Boost signals. He tapped once. The guard's panel beeped. Clear, fixed. Eli said. No jam. Guards exchanged glances. Preth sputtered. Sorith handed Rook back. The boy fussed, reaching for her. She smoothed his curls. Chancellor. Convene the inner council at dusk. We review this charter, as you command. But the clans will see strength and unity. Sorith turned to Lyra. Daughter. Quarters prepared. Show your mate the ways. Lyra's frills softened. Gratitude gleamed. Eli bowed. Thank you, Queen Sorith. Kessa grabbed Sorith's hand. Grandma. Show me throne tricks? Sorith paused, then clasped the small fingers. Tomorrow. Salute first. As they walked away, Heath sidled close. This risks everything. Sorith watched Eli adjust Rook's blanket. Tight, efficient. Kessa chattered protocols already. Her protocols. Or gains, she said, but whispers from the shadows grew. Heath plodded. The real test waited. Eli glanced back, nodded once. Partnership, not conquest. Sorith's frills eased, for now. The hall doors sealed again. But cracks formed. In protocols, in trust. Chancellor Heath lingered, eyes on the humans retreating back. His claw tapped a hidden calm. Prepare the dissenters. The queen wavers. Sorith caught the motion. Her scepter hand tightened. Trust built slow. But Eli's family moved like glue, mending divides. Rook's laugh echoed down the corridor. Irresistible. She followed. In the family wing, Eli knelt by a low table, unpacking a satchel. Tools gleamed. Human alloys. Valari sealers. Kessa hovered, handing pieces. Like this, Papa. Perfect. Tighten here. Lyra watched Sorith enter. Mother, stay? Sorith nodded. Sat. Rook crawled to her lap, claimed it. Eli straightened. Sensor net for the nursery. Alerts if fever spikes. Saved Rook last moon cycle. Sorith probed the device. Simple, effective. Valari healers dosed blind, this measured. Teach the guards, she said. Eli grinned faint. Already cued. Heath's shadow loomed outside, spying. Genetic verification, now. Sorith's voice cut through the medical chamber. Medics froze mid-prep. Chancellor Heath's frills twitched at her side. He leaned in. Majesty, the dissenters await results. She ignored him, pointed at the scanner platform. Children first. Royal law demands purity of line. Lyra scooped Rook higher on her hip. The toddler squirmed, fearless as ever. Kessa clutched Ellie's leg. Eli nodded once, calm. No protest. Medical logs, he said. Pulled a slim data slate from his tunic, human make, sealed with Valari stamps. Full histories, births, scans, stressors. Consent granted. A medic snatched the slate, claws clicked over inputs. Kreth hissed low. Human records, unverified. Sorith's scepter tapped the floor, sharp. Scan them. Verify now. Eli stepped forward, placed Kessa on the platform. The girl straightened, mimicking palace salute. Like protocols, Papa? Exactly. Eli's hand brushed her crest. Steady. The scanner hummed. Blue light swept Kessa's form. Frills. Scales. The faint human rounding of her cheeks. Data streamed to the central holoscreen. Matches flashed. Valari lineage. Hybrid markers stable. No anomalies. Kessa hopped down. Grinned at Sorith. See, me works. Sorith's frills eased a fraction. One child clear. Now Rook, she gestured. Lyra lowered the toddler. Rook babbled, grabbing at the platform edge. Eli knelt, adjusted her tunic. Easy little scout, quick shine. Fraith sidled closer, whispered to a medic. Flag any deviation. The court watches. The scanner locked on. Blue light pulsed brighter. Rook stilled. Then, a gasp. Tiny chest heaved. No sound followed. Rook's eyes widened. Frills clamped flat. Skin paled under scales. Stress flare! Lyra lunged. Rook clawed air. Breath rattled. Collapsed inward. Medics surged. One yanked a hypospray. Another called. Protocols. Doses. Vents. Chaos bloomed. Preth barked. Containment! Human interference! Eli moved first, slid under Rook, cradled her back to his chest. One hand cupped her mouth and nose. Gentle pressure. Other pressed her belly. Rhythmic. Breathe with me, Rook. In. Hold. Out slow. Rook's tiny frame bucked, then synced. Wheeze softened. Color returned. Medics halted, stared. Sorith gripped her scepter. Heart hammered. Explain. Diaphragm spasm, Eli said. Voice, even, kept the rhythm. Hybrid thing. Human trick. Pressure resets nerves. Logs have it. 10 cycles she's stable. A medic probed Rook's side. Scanner data spiked. Flare confirmed. Resolving. Adopt it, Sorith ordered. The lead medic nodded. Claws mimicked Eli's hold. Pressure points. Here. Tested on a dummy pad. Worked instant. Rook side out. Nuzzled Ellie's neck. Papa fix. Lyra exhaled. Frills relaxed. Kessa patted Rook's foot. Good job, baby. Coincidence. Coincidence. The human. Results. Sorith pointed at the holoscreen. Rook scan finalized. Lineage pure. Valari core. Human braid seamless. No threats. No taint. Medics bowed. Verified, Majesty. Hybrids loyal to throne. Eli rose. Rook clinging content. No boast. Just tucked her blanket tighter. Sorith watched. Human hands. Blunt. Efficient. Valari medics clustered around him now. Asking. Adapting. His routine spread like protocol upgrade. Teach them full, she said to Eli. Queed. He nodded to the medics. Start with flares. Next, fevers. Preth stepped between. This changes nothing. Whispers grow. Integration invites invasion. Sorith turned, met his gaze. Actions prove, not words. She signaled dismissal. Medics filed out, data slates buzzing with new notes. Lara gathered Kessa. Family unit tight. Fraith lingered. Claw tapped his calm again. Sorith caught it, a second time. Eli noticed too, didn't react. Just shifted Rook higher. Nursery sensor check. Lyra nodded. Guards wait. They moved as one. Sorith followed, watched Eli salute a passing sentry. Valari crisp. Sentry returned it, no flinch. In the corridor, Kessa tugged Sorith's robe. Grandma Queen. Papa's trick? Teach me. Sorith knelt. Touched the girl's hybrid crest, warm. Steady pulse. Yes. All learn. Rook reached out. Grabbed Sorith's frill, tugged. Laughed. Sorith's chest loosened. Protocols bent, but held. Preeth peeled away, toward council chambers. His shadow stretched long. Back in family wing. Eli unpacked the sensor net. Kessa handed tools. Lyra monitored Rook's vitals. Human pads synced to Valari alarms. Sorith sat. Watched. Eli sealed a node. Fever spike last moon. Caught it early. No flare. Valari healers dosed reactively. This predicted. Palace-wide? She asked. Offer stands. Eli tested the net. Green lights. Your protocols, my tweaks, collaboration, not conquest. A guard entered, bowed, Majesty. Council requests audience. Heath pushes vote on succession. Sarith rose. Rook whined at the shift. Eli took her seamless, bounced once, quiet. Tell Heath I come. She paused, looked at Eli. Stay, guard wing. He nodded, no salute, partnership. She strode out. Frills high, scans cleared, child saved, trust cracked open. But Heath's cone tap echoed. Dissenters stirred. Council chamber loomed. Sarith entered. Heath at head table. Advisors murmured. Eyes flicked to her. Wary. Verification complete, she announced. Line pure. Hybrids verified. Heath rose. And the human? His seed unchecked. Actions speak. Heath projected the scan logs. Rook's flare data overlaid. Eli's routine graphed. Success rate 98%. Advisors leaned in. Claws pointed. Human method. Superior. Adaptive. A medic voice called from door. He'd followed. Demoed the pressure hold. Table mimicked. Nods spread. Heath slammed claw. Distraction. He undermines. Results. Soreth overrode. Rook lives. Protocols upgrade. Murmurs shifted from fear to curiosity. Heath's frills flattened. Vote now. Banish the mate. Soreth held gaze. No. Prove threat first. He sat, fuming. Session broke. Advisors filed past. One paused. Teach the routine, Majesty? Family wing. Now, She returned. Found Eli with Rook asleep on his chest. Kessa practicing holds on a pillow. Lara sealing net nodes. Medics arrived. Bowed. Watched Eli demo. Claws copied. Sarith observed. Human competence. Every day. Her court adapted. Fast. Kessa beamed. See, Grandma? Works. Rook stirred. Cooed. Heath's plot simmered. But here, glue held. A guard burst in. Majesty. Outer reports. Dissenters rally at gates. Heath's signal. Sarith's scepter tightened. Trust tested. Now. Guard burst through the family wing doors. Majesty. Dissenters rally at the gates. Heath's signal confirmed. Sarith gripped her scepter. She thrust it forward. Seal the wing. Double guards. Summon Heath. Lara spun from the net nodes. Mother. Stay. Protect the young. Sarith strode out. Her claws clicked on polished stone. Palace corridors hummed with alerts. Doors hissed shut behind her. Eyes followed from alcoves. Trust. Frayed. Council chamber doors parted. Heath stood at the head table. Advisors clustered. Frills flared high. He slammed his claw. Emergency session. Princess Lyra's status suspended. Human influence corrupts the line. Sarith entered. She mounted the dais. Basis, Heath projected hollows. Gate crowd swelled. Signs waved. Pure blood. His voice boomed. The hybrids weaken us. Lyra defies protocol. Banish the mate. Confine the princess. Advisors murmured. One medic shifted. He'd seen Eli's hold. Sarith scanned faces. Curiosity lingered from the demo. She raised her scepter. Evidence of threat? Heath's eyes narrowed. The human maps our halls. Infiltrator, prove it. Sarith sat. Session proceeds. Heath paced. Votes now. Suspend, Lyra. Isolate hybrids for purity scans. Advisor clawed the table. Scans cleared them. Human routine saved Rook. Distraction, Heath snarled. He undermines succession. Sarith overrode. No suspension. Human confined to guest quarters. Standard containment protocol.
She nodded to guards.
Escort him now. Supervised. Guards saluted. They moved. Sarith dismissed the council. Adjourn. Monitor gates. Heath lingered. His frills twitched. You'll regret this, Majesty. She met his gaze. Actions prove. Back in the family wing, Lyra paced. Kessa clutched a pillow. Rook fussed in Eli's arms. Guards entered. Ellie Mercer, to guest quarters. By order. Eli nodded. He shifted Rook to Lyra. Got it. Kiz okay? Kessa tugged his sleeve. Daddy. Why? Protocol. Kiddo. Be good for Mom and Grandma.
He ruffled her crest.
Calm, practical. Sarith watched from the threshold. Human treated orders like weather. No fight. Just adapt. Guards flanked him. Doors sealed. Wing locked down. Lyra exhaled. Mother, this is Harith's game. Endure. Sarith knelt by Rook. The toddler grabbed her scepter. Gums clamped. She pried free.
He pushes.
We hold. Kessa piped up. Daddy maps for us. Exits. Safe paths. Like his stories. Sarith paused. Maps? He says know your house. For kids. Kessa mimed steps. Want a show? Medic advisors nodded outside. They'd stayed. Later. Sarith rose. Her comm buzzed. Guard report. Eli in quarters. Quiet. Hours ticked. Palace tensed. Gate chants echoed faintly. Sarith reviewed scans in her antechamber. Rook's flare data glowed. Eli's graphed routines overlaid. Feeds timed. Holds precise. 98%. Her protocols? 84. A knock. Guard captain. Majesty. Request from the human. Supervised walk. To map exits. Child-safe routes. Sarith's frills lifted. Bold. Purpose. He claims family preparedness. Fire paths. Evac zones. For hybrids. She tapped scepter. Preeth's ploy simmered. Test it. Grant. I supervise. Bring him. Eli arrived. Shackle fields hummed at wrists. Calm eyes met hers. Appreciate it, Majesty. Quick tour. She gestured. Lead. Guards follow. Corridors stretched. Eli walked measured, pointed. Main evac here. Drops to sublevels. Child height. Low vents clog. Need clears. Guards noted. Sarith observed. Human scanned like builder, not spy. Stairs narrow. He knelt. Measured Rook's size with hands. Toddler grip fails. Add rails. One guard grunted. Our kits manage. Eli shrugged. Hybrids mix. Test it. Sarith signaled. A guard fetched a dummy block. Mimicked Rook. Slid. Stuck. Eli wedged a boot. Freed it smooth. Shim or rail. Guards copied. Nods. They turned a corner. Eli paused. Servant lift. Blind spot. Sarith tensed. How'd he know? Sound echoes different. He tapped wall. Hollow ring. Kids hide here. Map it safe. Practical. Not breach. Tour ended. Back to quarters. Eli bowed slight. Thanks. Family first. Doors sealed. Sarith returned to wing. Lyra waited. He okay? Competent. Sarith sat. Kessa climbed her lap. Grandma. Daddy teach rails? Soon. Night fell. Alarms blared. Red lights pulsed. Security breach. Outer wing compromised. Sarith bolted up. Scepter. In claw. Guards swarmed halls. Doors locked fleet. Eyes watched every shadow. She coned captain. Source. Guest quarters sector. Human accessed restricted node. Heath's voice cut in. Infiltrator confirmed. Arrest him. Sarith raced. Corridors sealed. Trap sprung. One accusation. Palace caged. Family wing doors hissed. Lyra clutched Rook. Kessa wide-eyed. Grandma? Stay. Sarith pushed through outer seal. Guards blocked her path. Majesty. Containment active. Stand down. She overrode with scepter code. Alarms wailed. Guest quarters loomed. Doors fused shut. Heath waited outside. Frills triumphant. See? He pried a panel. Signal out. Sarith scanned. Proof? He projected. Hollow showed Eli's hand near a vent. Tool, glint, context. Her voice steel. Doesn't matter. Threat. Guards pried doors. Eli stood inside. Hands up. No tool. Calm. Checked the vent. Clogged. Fire hazard. Heath snarled. Lies. Node tampered. Eli pointed. Look. Captain knelt. Pulled grate. Dust choked the duct. No breach. Node intact. Just lint. Heath's frills drooped. Fabricated? Sarith's claws tightened. Planted report. Your signal? He backed. Majesty. Confined. You. She signaled guards. Full audit. Now, Eli met her gaze. No gloat. Kids need that rail. She nodded once. Trust edged forward. But gates roared louder. Dissenters breached outer wall. Chance shook stone. Pure blood. Soreth spun. To arms, protect the family. Eli stepped forward. I know the maps. Heath lunged. No. Too late. Alarms shifted. Intruders inbound. Palace trap flipped. Real threat closed. Kessa's voice echoed from calm. Grandma? Scary noises. Sarith gripped scepter. Human at her side. Competence called. Trust now or fall. Sorith thrust her scepter forward. Eli Mercer accessed the service tunnels, led the squad left. Flank the breach. Eli nodded once. He snatched a data slate from the wall console. Fingers flew across the screen. Tunnel 3 forks right at 50 meters. Ambush point here. He tapped a glowing junction. Guards surged behind him. Sarith's frills flared. Human maps in his head. No questions, just paths. Kessa's comm crackled again. Grandma, Rook's crying.
Secure the young. Lyra with you? Sarith barked.
Yes. It a-hole. Eli glanced back. Kids safe. Focus fire team. They dropped into the tunnels. Shouts echoed ahead. Blaster fire cracked stone. Eli pointed. Choke point. Grenades low. Captain Vex hurled two. Booms rattled vents. Dissenters screamed. Guards poured in. Claws slashed. Bodies hit floor. Sarith watched from the dais feed. Eli dragged a wounded guard clear. Applied pressure to a gash. Breathe steady. Help coming. Just hands and calm. Intruders routed in minutes. Heath's plot crumbled under audit lights. Sarith exhaled. Palace secure. Family intact. But trust? Actions spoke. She needed proof beyond battle. Domestic fires burned hotter. Matron Clyra. Sarith summoned via comm. Guest quarters. Now. The matron arrived in frills of starch. Bowed low. Majesty. Test the human. Full scullery rotation. Kitchen. Larders, waste cycles. Break him if you can. Report. Hourly. Clyra's mandibles clicked. He'll fold by midday. Protocols demand precision. Sarith's claws tapped scepter. See that he does, or doesn't. Eli stood in the corridor when they arrived. Lyra at his side. Rook clutched to her chest. Kessa peeked from behind. Mr. Mercer. Clyra's voice dripped authority. You serve kitchens. Now.
Eli set down his slate. Got it.
Lead on. Clyra marched him to the palace core. Steam vents hissed. Cooks chopped fibrous roots with vibroblades. Alarms beeped. Contaminant traces in hybrid rations. Sorith monitored from her alcove. Hidden feed. She leaned in. Clyra thrust a stained apron at Eli. Scrub that's. Then sort spores by humidity cycle. Fail one scan, you're out. Eli tied the apron. No complaint. He scanned the line. Cooks fumbled trays. Alien hands too broad for fine grips. Hybrid meals required sterile separation. Human grains mixed with vol nectar. No cross taint. Workflows bottlenecked here. Eli pointed to the wash station. One sink, 3 hands waiting. Clyra snorted. Protocol. Single flow prevents overload. Eli ignored her, grabbed a crate, dragged it under a spare vent, rigged a hose extension with clamp ties from his pocket. Secondary station, double throughput. Cooks paused, eyed the hack. Try it. Eli plunged tubers in. First cook tested, washed twice as fast. No spill. Alarms pinged again. Quantum in Sector 4. Kessa burst into the kitchen. Frills half-fluffed like her mother's, skin freckled human pale. Papa. I know why beeps. Eli knelt. Show me, kiddo. She grabbed a cook's claw. Wash like this. Demonstrated human drill. Soap lather, scrub nails. Rinse full minute. Humans do it before food. No germs. Cooks clustered, mimicked. Kessa bossed them. Palms too. Between fingers. Scans ran clean. First time that shift. Clyra's frills wilted. Child's game? Works. Ellie tallied crates. Rations prepped 30% faster. Dietary splits locked. No nectar in grain bins. Sorith's perch overlooked the steam. She watched Eli label shelves, bold human script over vol glyphs. Hybrids needs first. Rook's soft mashes separated from Lyra's nectar trays. No waste, no errors. An hour. Palace kitchens hummed smoother than her reign's prime. Matron Clyra calmed. Majesty. He. Optimized. Scans perfect. Output up. Bring samples. My chambers. Sorith waited. Doors hissed. Clyra entered with trays. Hybrid meal steamed, grains fluffed human style. Nectar glazed, roots sliced precise. Her own portion mirrored. Protocol adapted. Tested safe? Sorith asked. Triple scan. Logged his method. Sorith speared a root. Crisp outside, tender core, flavors balanced, no bitter overload. She chewed slow. Log as palace standard. Sorith set fork down. All stations. Eli Mercer's workflow. Clyra bowed. Frills shocked flat. The human. Competence serves. Sorith rose. Summoned family. Evening meal together. Lyra entered first. Rook toddled after, chubby fists clutching Eli's pant leg. Kessa skipped ahead. Grandma, Papa fixed beeps. Sorith knelt to Rook's level. Toddler grabbed her frill, tugged. Human eyes sparkled in alien face. Gamma. Warmth cracked her protocols. She lifted him. Yes, little bridge. Eli hung back, hands clean, apron folded neat. No boast. Lyra beamed. Claws laced his fingers. See, mother? Sorith met Eli's gaze. You protect by fixing what breaks, not just blades. He shrugged. Family needs fed first. Table set. They ate. Rook smeared mash on Sorith's scepter. Laughter bubbled. Kessa's blunt queries about human, hand soap forever. Chancellor Hoth's shadow lingered in reports. Audit pinned more dissenters, but here, in steam-scented peace, gates quieted. Sorith watched Eli wipe Rook's face, gentle. Sure. Trust rooted. Calm buzzed. Captain Vex. Majesty. Outer envoys inbound. Demand audience. Purity delegation. Sorith's frills stiffened. Eli's hand paused mid-wipe. Eyes met hers. With me? He asked. She nodded. With us. Doors sealed. Real test loomed. Rook crumpled mid-step. The toddler's knees buckled under the procession's glare. Harsh light stabbed from crystal vaults overhead. Thick scents, cloying incense and metallic polish choked the air. His hybrid face flushed purple. Small frills wilted. He hit the marble with a soft thud. The court froze. Thousands of eyes locked on the fallen heir's spawn. Sorith's frills flared. Tradition demanded the tour march on. Halting shamed the crown. But Rook gasped. Tiny claws scrabbled at stone. Halt! Her command cracked like thunder. The procession jerked to a stop. Courtiers gasped. Drums silenced. Chancellor Harath stepped forward. His robes swept the floor. Protocol. Overrides for blood. Sareth swept past him. She knelt beside Rook. The child's eyes fluttered. Human brown irises wide with confusion. Ellie! Ellie Mercer pushed through the crowd. No panic. Just purpose. He scooped Rook up. Toddler clung to his shirt. Whimpers escaped. Lyra rushed to their side. Claws dug into Eli's arm. The lights, the smells. Rook can't. Eli scanned the hall, eyes narrowed on banners draping the walls. He yanked one free, heavy silk, dyed in royal blues. Courtiers murmured. Kraith's voice sliced in. Human, stand down! This is sacred ground. Eli ignored him. He tore the banner with steady hands, ripped strips clean, spotted a servant's water flask nearby, snatched it, poured a stream over the fabric, dampened it just right, not dripping, shielding. Rook's cries sharpened. Eli pressed the wet cloth over the toddler's face, gentle seal. Then he eyed the ventilation grates high on the walls. Air whooshed from them, laced with incense. Captain Vex, Eli nodded to the guard. Those grates, redirect the flow. Vex blinked. Frills twitched. But he obeyed, climbed a side scaffold, wrenched a grate loose, aimed the blast downward, away from Rook. Eli adjusted, draped more cloth over Rook's head and shoulders. Improvised tent, blocked light, filtered air. Rook's gasps eased. Color returned to his cheeks. Sorith watched. Protocols tallied failures, halted right, Torn banners, human hands on Air's child, yet Rook breathed steady now. Eli's fixes worked. No tools, no demands, just what lay at hand. Lyra whirled on Heath. Her frills stood rigid. The adjustments, lights brighter. Incense tripled. Disclose it, now. Heath's mandibles clicked. Standard for envoys. Purity demands clarity. No haze for their scans. Lies. Lyra jabbed a claw at the vents. Those vents, rerouted, sense pumped direct. Rook's, sensitive, you knew. The Chancellor drew back, eyes flicked to the envoy's dais. Tall figures in white cloaks, frills pure silver, unmarred by hybrid taint. They leaned forward, whispers rippled. Heath rose, held Rook while Eli refined the shield. Chancellor. Orpheus audit. Orpheus audit. Heath bowed stiff. Majesty, I calibrated for security. Human presence invites scrutiny. The child tests resilience, tests murder. Lyra snarled. Mother, he sabotaged the hall. For the purity vote, courtiers shifted, murmurs grew. Kessa clung to Sareth's leg. The older hybrid's eyes darted. Papa fixed it. Like always, Eli glanced up, wiped sweat from his brow. Rook stabilizing. Needs quiet. Can we move him? Heath nodded, cradled the toddler closer. His warmth seeped through her scales. Clear the antechamber. Family first. Heath blocked the path. The envoys demand address. Succession hangs. This display weakens us. Eli met the Chancellor's gaze, calm. Family stands stronger fixed. Heath pushed past. Eli flanked her. Lyra herded Kessa ahead. Guards parted the crowd. They reached the antechamber. Doors sealed. Inside, dim lamps glowed soft. No incense haze. Rook stirred, nuzzled Eli's chest. Papa, good man. Eli stroked his frills, peeled back the cloth, tested the air. Breathe easy. Heath set Kessa on cushions. The girl bounced. Grandma, Papa made a tent, like camping stories. Lyra paced, claws flexed. Heath planned that. Collapse in public. Paint hybrids weak, envoys pull support. He controls me through shame. Heath's frills settled. She watched Eli. He unpacked a small kit from his belt. Human habit. Checked Rook's vitals with a palm scanner. Beeps confirmed steady. Competence, Heath said. Voice low. You saw the threat. Solved it. No protocols needed. Eli shrugged. Pack the scanner. Kids crash. Fix fast. That's dad work. Kessa tugged Heath's robe. Grandma, why Heath mean? Papa fixes everything. Heath knelt, met the child's hybrid eyes. Alien frills. Human curiosity. Some fear bridges, like Rook. Like you. Doors breach. Lyra checked the seal. Envoys inbound. With Heath straightened. Protocols ward. Accept Eli. Risk backlash. Reject. Lose Leroux's fire. Hybrids light. Family unites. She signaled Eli. Your shield. Adapt for talk. He nodded, ripped more banner strips, hung them over lamps. Diffused glare, spritzed water to settle dust. Vents angled fresh, doors opened. Heath entered first. Flanked by purity envoys, silver frills gleamed. Scanners hummed in their claws. Majesty. Heath bowed. The air's line faltered, proof of frailty. Rook sat up, giggled, grabbed Kessa's tail. She squealed back. Eli stood ready, no boast, just there. Lara stepped forward. Frailty or sabotage? Chancellor, your vents. Logs now. Heath hesitated, tapped his calm. Data scrolled on a hollow, lights amped 40%. Incense vents triple flow, timed for Rook's path. Envoys hissed, one leaned in. Tampering. On sacred tour, Heath's voice cut clean. Chancellor overstepped. Hybrids endure. See. She lifted Rook. Toddler waved at the envoys. Hi. Silver frills twitched, not revulsion. Amusement? Eli offered a damp cloth square, for sense. If needed, an envoy accepted. Sniffed, nodded. Efficient, Heath paled. Mandible slack, Lara pressed. Audit him, mother. Full. Heath weighed it. Preeth's web tangled court, but Eli's fix exposed it. Family strength shown. Captain Vex detained Chancellor Heath. Interrogate adjustments. Guards moved. Preth sputtered. Majesty, the purity. Purity serves truth. Sarith faced envoys. Hybrids bridge. Humans mend. We integrate. Envoys conferred. Led one extended a claw. Demonstrate. Joint scan. Eli stepped up. Scanner compatible. They linked devices. Data flowed. Rook's vitals peaked normal. Kessa volunteered. Curious grin. Approval hummed. Doors sealed on Heath's protests. Lara hugged Eli. Claws gentle. Sarith watched. Trust solidified. Not in words. In wipes. Tense. Stands. But calm buzzed. Vex's voice. Majesty. Reth's files. Wider plot. Outer worlds rally purity. Armed. Eli's hand tightened on Rook. Eyes met Sarith's. Real war loomed. Queen Sarith slammed her scepter on the dais. Grand Enquiry convenes. Public feed live to all worlds. Chancellor Heath testifies first. Preeth stumbled forward under guard claws. His mandibles clicked in fury. The chamber filled with envoys, nobles, and holoscreens flickering to life. Lyra stood rigid beside Eli, who cradled Rook. Kessa clutched Eli's leg, eyes wide on the diffuser vents above. Sarith fixed Heath with her stare. Explain the scent overrides. Logs showed your comm authorization. Heath straightened. Majesty. Purity protocols. Hybrids disrupt sacred airs. I calibrated for stability. Stability. Sarith cut him. Timed for the heirs tour. Incense tripled. Lights spiked. Child endangered. Envoys murmured. One tapped a claw on his console. Preth's frills quivered. Necessary risk. Succession demands. Eli raised a hand. Majesty, permission to speak? Sarith paused. The human's voice stayed level. No demand. Just request. She nodded. Granted, Mercer. Eli stepped forward. Rook balanced on his hip. Chancellor, show us your family first plan. If Rook gets sick from sense, how do you adapt? Freth blinked. Adapt. Protocols suffice. Eli nodded to palace security. 4 guards flanked him. Scanners ready. Watch. Family first. Prioritize the vulnerable. Step 1. He pulled a portable analyzer from his belt, linked it to the nearest vent. Scan current output. Data bloomed on the central hollow. Incense levels normal now, but residuals matched Heath's logs. Step 2. Eli knelt by Rook. Offered the damp cloth again. Toddler grabbed it, wiped his own frills. Neutralize exposure. No panic. Guards leaned in. One murmured, human device. Interfaces are grid. Eli ignored them. Step 3. Isolate source. He traced the vent grill, pointed to a maintenance tag. Kessa, your turn. Kessa darted forward. Nose twitched. She matched the tag's code to her wrist pad. This diffuser. Altered. Tag says standard filter, but scent log shows override code. Matches Chancellor's comb signature. Chamber gasped. Hollow zoomed. Tag serial synced to Heath's access. Sarith's crest rose. The child. Hybrid. Spotted it first. Blunt questions. Sharp eyes. Ellie hadn't coached, just trusted. Heath snarled. Fabrication. The human tampers. Silence. Sarith rose. Evidence chains. Your overrides risked my bloodline. For purity? Eli continued, voice steady. Step 4. Backup systems. Tent protocol. He activated a forearm projector. A hollow tent shimmered around Rook. Sealed air bubble. Vitals display green. Portable habitat. 5 minutes to deploy. Scales to palace wing. Security Captain Vex tested it. Claw pierced the edge. Field repelled. Viable. Human norm? L.A. shrugged. Dad trick. Earth kids get allergies. We improvise. Envoys buzzed. Lead envoy extended a sensory probe. Linked to the tent. Compatible. Vitals stable across species. Lyra's claws eased on Eli's arm. Rook babbled inside the tent, stacking hollow blocks. Sarith watched Heath. His web unraveled. Not by force, by cloths, tags, tents. Human competence wove tighter than plots. Chancellor, Sarith's voice echoed. You forfeit authority. Stripped. No titles, no access. Heath lunged. Guards pinned him. Majesty, Outer Worlds rally. Restitution duty. Sorith signaled Vex. Under guard. Scrub vents. Calibrate by Mercer's specs. Daily till proven. Hearth dragged away, mandibles gaping. Nobles shifted. No outrage. Eyes on the tent. On Kessa's grin. Kessa tugged Eli's sleeve. Daddy, show the air recycler next. Rook likes bubbles. Eli chuckled. Later, kiddo. Queen's call. Sarith stepped down. Touched Rook's tent. Field hummed soft. Deactivate. Eli complied. Rook toddled to her. Arms up. She lifted him. Frills matched hers. Silver shot. Resilient. You bridged it, little one. Envoys approached. Led one bowed. Demonstration suffices. Hybrids. Viable. Human methods. Integrate. Lyra exhaled. Hugged Eli's side. Claws gentle on his shoulder. But Vex's calm crackled again. Majesty. Outer fleet signatures. Purity ships inbound. Heath's allies. Sarith's grip tightened on Rook. Eli met her gaze. Hand on Kessa's head. Family council. Eli said. Now. Plans? Sarith nodded. Trust locked, not words. Actions. Convene. Chamber cleared to inner sanctum. Doors sealed. Holomaps flared. 3 cruisers. Purity banners. ETA 12 cycles. Sarith set Rook down. He chased Kessa's tail frills. Lyra synced pads with Eli. Defenses? Sarith asked. Eli tapped the map. Their weakness. Predictable. Purity fanatics charge hard. We flank with agility. Vex grunted. Our cruisers outgun, but slow. Eli sketched vectors. Humans do skirmishes. Hit vents, like Palace. Disable without kill. Kessa peered up, like tag hunt. Sneak. Eli ruffled her frills. Exactly. Sarith traced the lines. Human plans layered her protocols. Efficient, protective. Lyra leaned in. Mother, assign mixed crews. Eli trains. Envoys nodded. Joint command? Sarith waited. Backlash loomed. But family proved. Hybrids laughed. Human mended. Affirmative. She activated fleet comms. All vessels. Integrate human advisors. Mercy protocols active. Fleet leads acknowledged. Shuttles prepped. Eli knelt to Rook. Stay with Grandma. Guard the palace. Rook nodded solemn. Bubbles! Sarith scooped him. Felt the bond. Wary queen no more. Mother now. But alarms wailed. Scout report. Purity lead ship broadcasts. Kreth's face. Usurper queen breeds weakness. Strike. Eli stood. Time to demonstrate. Family first. Fleet scale. Sarith's crest flared resolve. She handed Rook to Lyra. Claws met Eli's hand. Firm. Lead the flank, Mercer. He nodded. No boast. Just ready. Shuttle bays hummed. Mixed crews boarded. Kessa waved from the dais. Win quick, Daddy. Doors hissed shut. Engines roared. Sarith watched launches. Humans steadied her line. Hybrids bridged it. Trust earned in vents and vectors. But Purity fire lanced first. Shields buckled on forward cruiser. Vex barked. Flank now. Eli's voice cut through comms. Vent strike. Port side. Go. Fighters darted. Human hacks pierced enemy vents. Incense overloads reversed. Purity ships choked on their own purity. Crew cheered. Alien precision met human improv. Victory swift. Sarith exhaled. Fleet intact. Purity routed. Docks filled. Ellie emerged. Soot-streaked. Hugged Kessa. Rook clung. Lyra kissed him. Home.
Sarith approached. You judged true, Mercer.
Emily integrates. Eli smiled. We protect ours. All of us. Nobles bowed. Envoys sealed pacts. Harith's guards reported. Chancellor scrubbed vents clean. Silent, but outer scans pinged. Deeper rally, not ended. Sarith met Eli's eyes. Next plan? He grinned. Family council, always. Queen Sarith sliced her claw through the air, silencing the dockside cheers. Family council. Private garden. Now. Eli scooped Rook onto his shoulder. The toddler giggled, tiny claws snagging his collar. Kessa dashed ahead, hybrid tail flicking excitement. Lyra fell in step beside Soreth, her crest half lowered in relief. Servants parted vines at the garden gate. Bioluminescent fronds glowed soft blue, heavy with nectar scent. Soreth's private sanctuary. No guards, no nobles, just stone benches etched with Vol lineage runes and a central archive pedestal pulsing data light. Here, Soreth said. She waved them to the benches. Rook tumbled down, chasing a glow mote. Kessa plopped cross-legged, eyes wide on the hovering archive. Eli sat straight-backed, like he measured the space for threats. Practical. Always. Rules first, Your Majesty. House rules. Honor. Both our ways. Soreth's crest twitched, bold. Humans pushed boundaries without roar. She settled opposite, robes pooling. Speak. Eli nodded to the children. Kessa eats twice our portions, growing fast. Rook needs flat sleeps, not nests. No incense vents near play zones. Irritates human lungs. But your protocols stay. Lineage bows at meals, no bare claws on shared tools. Lyra leaned in. Ellie's right, Mother. Blend, don't break. Soreth watched Rook paw a frond. The hybrid scales shimmered half vol blue, half human pink flush. Kessa mimicked Eli's nod, blunt teeth flashing. Daddy says rules keep fights zero. Soreth's throat clicked approval. Competent. No demands, just fixes. Agreed add. Hybrid young train both forms. Clawwork mornings, human improv evils afternoons. Eli grinned faint. Done. Sign it? She tapped the pedestal. Runes flared, etching the pact. Hollow seal spun, vol mark beside Mercer's thumbprint. Bound. Kessa clapped. My turn? Soreth's gaze softened. The girl's questions pierced protocols like Eli's hacks pierced vents. Yes. She drew two insignias from her sash. Silver claws entwined with human knotwork, forged that dawn. Kessa Vol Mercer. Rook Vol Mercer. Kessa snatched hers, pinning it lopsided to her tunic. Shiny. Means family? Rook waddled over, grabbing his. He gummed the edge, drool gleaming. Eli pried it free, gentle. Means you're official, kiddo. Soreth activated the archive. Pedestal hummed. Lineage tree blooming in light. Branches split. Vol Pureline forked to hybrids. Names locked. Irrevocable. Nobles would howl, but scans confirmed. Purity fleet shattered. Preeth's face smeared across their ruins. Registered, Soreth said. Her claw hovered. Legitimate heirs. Lyra's breath hitched. First crack in her crest. Eli met Soreth's eyes. Steady. No triumph. Just ready. Quiet fell. Franz whispered. Rook stacked pebbles. Fearless. Kessa sketched runes in dirt, mixing Vol script with human doodles. Soreth leaned forward, voice low. Are these my grandchildren? Silence stretched. Eli didn't flinch. Lyra squeezed her hand. Kessa piped up. Grumma? The word human slur. Alien warmth. Soreth's crest flared full. She rose, pulling Lyra up with her. Yes. Garden vines parted. Preth spies? No. Summoned witnesses. Chancellor Heath himself strode in, robes crisp, flanked by three nobles, his eyes narrowed on the archive glow. Public now, Soreth commanded. Protocol demanded witnesses for Oathkin. Heath bowed sharp. Majesty. The usurper's remnants scatter, but whispers grow. Human taint weakens the throne. Eli stood, Rook on hip, calm shielded the boy. Soreth ignored the jab. She took Lyra's hand, claws meshing daughter firm, then reached for Eli's. Human skin, warm, calloused, no tremble. Eli Mercer, she declared, voice carrying. Kin under oath, protector of Vol blood. Swear it. Eli clasped firm. Sworn, family first. Nobles murmured. Heath's jaw clicked dissent, but he stamped the pedestal. Seal flashed public. Fleet-wide broadcast. Lyra hugged Soreth fierce. Mother, Kessa whooped, tackling Rook into giggles. Hybrids tumbled, insignia glinting. Heath stepped close as nobles filed out. Risky, Queen. Outer scans show purity holdouts rallying. Human kin draws them. Soreth's crest hardened. Eli already scanned the vines, practical eyes mapping exits. Risk measured, she said. Actions prove. Eli set Rook down. Council set, next. Integrate crews. Mixed patrols. Shared sims. Whoosh! Sneered faint. Humans improv chaos. Chaos that choked your vents, Eli said. Flat, no heat. Soreth nodded. Eli's calm solved what her protocols mapped. Hybrids bridged the gaps. Go, she told Heath. Scrub those whispers. He bowed, retreating. Garden hushed again. Kessa tugged Soreth's robe. Prama play? Soreth knelt, scooping the girl. Scales met soft skin. Yes, Eli watched. Lyra at his side. Rook stacked pebbles higher. Unstable tower. Eli steadied it one finger. Tower held. Soreth exhaled. Trust bloomed, earned in rules and runes. But Heath's warning lingered. Scans pinged faint. Rally ships cloaked far orbit. Eli caught her glance. Plan B ready? She smiled rare. Family council. Always. Rook toppled the tower. Laughter echoed, but outer alarms twitched. First probe inbound. Heath's hand, or worse, Soreth rose. Insignia heavy on her sash. Kin protected now. All of them.